Welcome back to OurMFC. So it's not Jordan today. Sorry, it's only me. So more of my brilliant camera presence. Yeah, so it's we're doing the latest news video today. When I say we, it's me doing it. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. If not, doing it wrong. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first bit of news is it broke. I think it was a few days ago actually that the Scotland national team will be using Rockcliffe Park, the borough training ground, as their kind of base of operations for the Euros. So I think that's that's a good thing for the region really. I think it's a good sign of the quality that we have in our training facilities. Which I mean, it can only be a good thing, really, can't it? So, obviously we want England to do well. Well, I do. You might not be an England fan. So, if Stevie Gibson's watching, spike their drinks. Do something. Just let's beat them, basically. If they get through against Croatia, though, if they're second, it's all fine. Next up. We're apparently looking to sign Liam Delap, the Man City youngster, on loan. He's only 19 years of age, I think. Bit of a youngster, a young striker. I don't know too much about him, but it's for me. I think we need a more consistent goal scorer. With Britt and Fletch leaving. After that, we've got Akpom, who we don't really play to his strengths, really. I think there is talent in there. You can see it, in games against Rotherham in the second half. He looked good, but, I feel like we need a more consistent goal scorer, someone that works in the Warnock system. Liam Delap might be that, but he's a bit unproven. Only 19 years of age. If we're going to keep Josh Coburn around, I'd rather give him the minutes than Liam Delap. So I'm not 100% sure about that one, but if worst comes to worst, it's not a bad move. Speaking of consistent goal scorers, we've also been linked with Sunderland's Charlie Wyke, who is apparently a Borough fan. Doesn't follow Sunderland on Instagram, but he would. I don't blame him. And yeah, he's bagged 30 goals this season. He's out of contract in the summer. It would prove, I think, a smart, astute bit of business, bringing him in on a free, from a local rival. It's always good. He might not be able to win the fans over instantly coming from Sunderland, but I'd be willing to give him a chance. And on a free, he's not going to command, huge wages, especially seeing as we've got about 50k a week going out the door with Britt and Fletch. I think it's a smart piece of business. As is, in my opinion, the signing of Famara Djed on a free, who we are also apparently in talks with at the moment, advanced talks even. I haven't watched him play that much, but pretty sure he scored against us earlier in the season, so it's classic Borough, really, isn't it? He's been a decent goal scorer the last few seasons. I don't know too much about his play style personally. I haven't watched much Bristol City over the last few years. I haven't watched much of Diedhiou, but again, probably wouldn't command too high wages. Might be a decent acquisition. On a free, can't really complain. And another striker we've been linked with, I know, mental. We probably won't get any of them, but that's how it normally goes, really, isn't it? But it's nice to be linked. Gives us something to talk about, doesn't it? Is Josh Windass from Sheff Wed, who's got 10 goals this season. Would you believe it? He's out of contract because we've got no money. Give us the freeze. Give us the freeze, Stevie. Save the money. Save the Wonga. Yeah. He's bagged 10 goals this season for a struggling Sheffield Wednesday side. Another free signing of a striker. Again, I don't know much about him, to be honest. But he's getting 10 goals for a struggling side. I imagine he's probably at least on the same level as Robert Glatzel, who've been linked with, possibly better. I mean, I don't think Glatzel got 10 goals this season, and he's at Cardiff, who have been, pretty good over the back half of the season, apart from recently, since they gave Mick McCarthy a job. Shouldn't have sacked Warnock, boys. It's the Neil effect, I tell you. Get rid of him. So that doesn't happen to us, actually. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll get Pep in. Pep will join. No need to worry, boys and girls and non-binary friends. We are all inclusive on the OurMFC YouTube channel. Another reason to subscribe. Yeah. I don't know where the button is. Probably not. About here. Just wherever it is. Just click it, please. I can't say it'll do anything good for you, but it's nice for us. That's what matters for us. For you, you might get some nice content out of it. Apart from when it's me, eh? Anyway, so the final bit of news is that Djed Spence is reportedly, going to leave the club at the end of the season, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Neil Warnock doesn't seem to favour him. I think he sees him further forward as a wing back or a winger. I don't think he has the defensive capabilities to be a fullback out and out. And we've got Dijksteel and Fisher there. They can also play at wing back. On the wing, you've got Mendes, Lang. Watmore can play out there. Tav can play out there. Cabano if he stays on. Which go on, Naskins, sign the contract, mate. Or Balassi. Should we have them both? Can we just? They don't need wages. They'll be fine. They've probably got enough money in the bank. Might just do it for the love of Neil. Who wouldn't? He's a lovely man. So I mean, I'd be a little bit disappointed to see him go because we've seen there's talent there. Last season under Woodgate, he was flying. There were reports of 10 million bids from Spurs that were rejected. So he was absolutely flying. So there is a player in there, and it's been said before. I think he's just lost confidence. I don't know if I'd like to see him move on a permanent, but if he wants to go and Warnock doesn't rate him, then it's going to happen, isn't it? In terms of a transfer fee, I don't know how much we'd get based on his form this season, which is another reason why I'd be, happy if he went out on loan and try and bump up his market value. But because at the moment, I don't think we'd get much. But it would shorten the wage bill down a bit more. Although I imagine he's not on much really. He's only I think he's 20 at most, maybe 21. There's potential in there, and we've seen that he's a real player. He's got bags of ability, absolutely rapid. It would be a shame to see him go, I think. But if he doesn't want to be here, then what can you do? He might want to be here. I don't really know. He's from, we got him from Fulham, so I don't think he'd stay around for the love of the place. Although he hasn't seen the Riverside. He has seen the Riverside atmosphere. Never mind. I don't rate our chances here, boys. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry for waffling on. To be fair, Jordan might cut it out. And if he does, that's good for you, because I don't know how many minutes I'm on, but I've really waffled on. Right, so thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, smack a like somewhere along there. Just the once, not twice, because that's a dislike. No, is it? I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, drop a comment if you've got any opinions. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.